बड़ी खबर दे दें, भारत में कोरोना संक्रमितों की संख्या बढ़कर 90,000 को पार कर गई। अपडेट देश भर का आपको दे दें, भारत ने कोरोना के मामले में चीन को भी पीछे छोड़ दिया है।
COVID-19 in a
Corona threat.
coronavirus outbreak.
Coronavirus cases in the country.
Coronavirus cases. एक बड़ी खबर आ रही है कोरोना को लेकर ताजा अपडेट कोरोना वायरस आउटब्रेक।
कोरोना वैश्विक महामारी
The story begins with a phone call. Nidarshana picks up the call and realizes it's Ayushmita calling her. Ayushmita calls her to tell her about a new assignment that they got that morning, which she was excited to do. As soon as Nidarshana heard the word assignment, she felt very frustrated and snapped at Ayushmita and told her not to call her again. This takes us to the first point we are showing in the movie. When Ayushmita heard Nidarshana snap at her for no reason, she got angry as well. She decided she won't call her again and she kept the phone away and walked out of the room angrily. Meanwhile, Nidarshana looks at the clock and notices it's 2 p.m. She decides to finally get up from the bed and go about for her day. Nidarshana was in the middle of freshening up when she received another call. It was Atlanta, her classmate, calling her. Atlanta called her to tell her about the new assignment that they got as well. She was very excited to work on an assignment about making a movie. But Nidarshana was frustrated. She again snapped and shouted at her and told her not to talk about any assignment. Nidarshana decided to tie up her hair and finish getting freshened up for the day. While doing so, she noticed the pimples on her face that she got because of stress. That stressed her even more. Unable to do anything properly, Nidarshana got even more frustrated. She started screaming into the pillow and banging her head and was not able to concentrate on anything that she wanted to do. This takes us to the next point. Meanwhile, Nidarshana's mom calls her for lunch, to which she stressfully replies. Soon after lunch, Nidarshana begins to eat again. She finds an inability to stop the urge for eating more and more because of stress. Which takes us to the next point. While Nidarshana was on the verge of having a mental breakdown, she received a call. It was Murchana, her classmate, calling. Nidarshana set up her phone and received the call. Murchana and Nidarshana sometimes call each other to talk about their pets. Nidarshana talks about her pet Stona, while Murchana talks about her pet Luna. They discuss about their pets with each other and share each other's stories, which makes them feel less stressed. After the call, Nidarshana felt the stress leaving off her shoulders. She decided to play with her pet Stona, which takes us to the next point.
Stona! Stona!
While playing with Stona, Nidarshana received a call. It was Argha calling. Argha was trying to cook this quarantine. She asked Nidarshana about a recipe that she shared with her a few days ago. Argha told Nidarshana that cooking was one of the new hobbies that she tried to pick up during quarantine. Nidarshana appreciated Argha and said she will look into the recipe that Argha is looking for and she'll call her later. While looking for the recipe, she came across a video of Sewali. After seeing her classmates Sevali and Argha try cooking and dancing, Nidarshana too wanted to do something and be productive. Nidarshana then decided to call Anisha, her classmate, and ask her what she is doing. Anisha tells Nidarshana that she is sitting in her garden and watching her mother try gardening. She tells that gardening seems to be an interesting hobby to have. Anisha says that she will try out gardening as there is ample amount of time during quarantine, but she has to go now because her mom is calling and hung up the phone. After the call, Nidarshana becomes curious about trying out gardening. This takes us to the next point in the movie. Nidarshana feels determined to start gardening, but she remembers that she has no tools to start. So she decides to call Bhavna, her classmate, who has always been interested in gardening. After Bhavna picks up the call, Nidarshana explains to her about her newly developed interest in gardening and how she does not have the tools to begin with. Bhavna explains to Nidarshana that she does not really need many tools to start gardening. She just needs a fork and a spoon to prepare the soil for the planting of the seeds, and YouTube is always there for help. Nidarshana tells Bhavna that she feels excited and determined to try out gardening with household items. They decided to call each other if anything else comes up, and they hung up the call. This takes us to the next point in the movie. After the call with Bhavna, Nidarshana feels very determined to look for tools. While she was looking for tools, she received the call. It was Astha, another classmate of Nidarshana, calling. Astha called Nidarshana to ask her how she was doing. She also told her that where she lived, that place has become a new containment zone. Therefore, it was very stressful to live there. She was always worried about her safety. Therefore, she called her friends one by one to ask them if they are safe. And also, it was a distraction from the constantly stressful environment. Astha and Nidarshana asked each other to be safe and take care and call each other whenever something came up, and then they hung up the call. Talking to Astha made Nidarshana realize that she was lucky to be surrounded by loved ones and have friends that keeps on checking on her. This takes us to the next point. With this epiphany, Nidarshana finally decides she will work on the assignment that she got in the morning. She takes a shower, puts on her glasses, reads a book, and gets everything set up on the table and begins working. With this, we come to the end of our movie.
पिक्चर अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त.
Assignment अभी बाकी है. Hello, I'm Daisy Laskar. I'm the writer and director of this short film. I hope you liked watching it. Before saying anything else, I'd like to thank our teacher Sunita ma'am for giving us this opportunity. It was really one of a kind experience. I would also like to thank my friends who joined with me in this project, who helped me to complete it, and who tolerated me and my orders throughout this time. Thank you guys. I would like to end this thing by saying I hope everyone is safe and sound, and like everything else does, this difficult time should also pass. Thank you for watching.